I guess kind of big picture, just where do you feel like you're at, mentally, physically, game plan wise from this time last year to this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously playing lots, so going back to last year, wasn't really too sure when I was going to be in or not, so it was a little difficult mentally. So I think I've taken a step forward here coming this year. So it's good. It's lots of hockey. You kind of got to flush the lows and not get too high. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing that I'm kind of taking away here in the first 15 games or so.
Have you made any adjustments in either your daily routine or just kind of your overall style of play this season?
Just taking care of the body, I would say. It's a grind. So I'd say that's the biggest thing for sure.
Yeah. When you end up kind of moving up and down the D pairs, now you're with Hannafin. How does that change what you try to do out there?
I just try to stick to my game. I think I've been playing well, using my feet for the most part. Trying to create offense when I can, and playing with Hanny, I think with his feet, he's really dangerous. So just kind of read off him and let him do his thing.
I can imagine last year it was more about trying to do the things that are going to keep you in the lineup, right? And so being responsible defensively is probably paramount. But now that you kind of shown an offensive touch and you're with Hannafin, are you able to take a little more chances than you might have last year?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's just getting more comfortable. I think you nailed it. Going back to last year, just kind of not doing anything out of my comfort zone, and just trying to stay in the lineup, like you said. So, I think it's shown a few times here this year, and I'm just trying to help out any way I can, whether that's solid D or chip in once in a while. So,
Do you know Braeden Bowman a little bit, just from camp and spending a little time down in Henderson last year? What can you tell me about him?
Goal scorer, playmaker, good offensively. You can just see it in practice and in the preseason. So, he looks dangerous offensively for sure.
Yeah. Has he reached out to you at all, or just being kind of one of the younger guys yourself, and any advice or anything like that?
Yeah, no, I was in that spot loss for sure. It can be intimidating at some point, but all the guys here are fantastic, so he'll fit in great.
How did you find out?
I just got called into my office from Summit, our video coach, and he told me to go into Craig's office, and he broke the news.
Was this yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday after practice.
Okay.
What was your reaction?
It's kind of like a pinch me moment, just make sure I'm not dreaming, but it was pretty cool. It was awesome. It's a surreal feeling, so I'm pretty excited.
Any conversations you've had with the coaching staff in terms of expectations or what they'd like you to really focus on for whenever you crack the lineup?
Yeah, just kind of play your game. You're up here for a reason, so you just want to make sure you're good on the walls. Foundation of my game is just kind of doing the little things and the details, so that's what I'm going to try to focus on. So, yeah, if I get in, hopefully I can do that stuff.
I know goals is probably a big part of your game as well. How do you try to generate offense without doing too much?
Yeah, just play the game that's in front of you. If there's a play to be made, make the play. If not, there's no harm in putting it behind them and getting on the forecheck. So usually that stuff creates offense, so build from there.
You were skating with Hertz and Pav. What did they said to you, or had a chance to talk to you?
Not much today, but I remember them at training camp just being great guys, talking to the young guys and making sure we're all dabbling for practice because, we're all nervous young guys and they've been here for a little bit, so they help a lot.
It's been a meteoric rise for you in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember last year at this time I was still fighting for a spot in Henderson, and I think all that stuff helps me so much, just making sure you're always working hard no matter what. Every day is a battle, so I think that's been a great lesson for me.
What's your game, if you could capsulize it for us?
I think my game is just a 200-foot, able to score if the chance is there, but just a responsible player. Would like to play in all situations, working on that a lot, so just want to be a guy that the coach can trust and make the small plays and do the details that might go unnoticed, but help the team win.
Working on penalty kills specifically, when you say working in all situations, because you're a power play guy. So that
I've been killing a little bit in Henderson lately. I always knew I could be a penalty kill guy. It's just there's so many good players on our team that can kill penalties, so sometimes they're better for it than me. So just got to keep working at that, and I think it's going pretty well.
Do you model your game after anybody?
I can't really think of anyone. I remember me and you had a conversation about Stone, but he's world-class player, so I don't know if I can compare myself to him, but he does a lot of the little details that I try to strive for, so he's
There's
a player I look
similarities
up
there.
to. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Beyond just right shot.
Yeah, I think so.
What did you learn in your draft year that those challenges, because it was an odd time in the world with COVID, that's helped you out?
Yeah, our draft year was crazy. We didn't play in the OHL at all. So I went to Ottawa, played junior A for a month, and I think it just helped me kind of just like, it's not really a test, but it's just like, do you really want it? Do you really want to put the work in behind the closed doors? Because no one's going to be watching you when you're at home in your basement shooting puck, stick handling. So pretty much wanted to dial it in that whatever year it was, come into Guelph training camp, my first year in the OHL, ready to play, and we had a pretty solid team that year. So yeah, it was good.
Who's somebody in this locker room that maybe has been either welcoming or someone's kind of giving you any advice ahead of this kind of big opportunity for you?
Honestly, I didn't really get the chance to talk to anybody. All the guys, I was super nervous coming in here. When I parked, I was like debating on waiting 10 minutes before I go in, maybe let the nerves calm down. But everyone I saw, they were super nice. Lindy and Schmitty, obviously, I know from last year.
Yeah.
I know Korczak a little bit just from a couple guys in our team are good friends with them. So once I get to talk to everyone, I'm sure they're going to be super welcoming. But as of now, yeah, those guys, it's good to see them again.